Hello everybody and welcome back to the TEW IX save here on the channel. We are in our third brand finally. I know it's been a few days. I haven't been able to record. It's been a really busy week, but I'm back and hopefully I should be able to make more videos. So I'm really excited. Another part of the break is I needed to really set up this third brand and make it right. I also have some ideas for other series that I would like to be doing up on the channel. If you watch these and you're a wrestling fan, I'd like to get some WWE 2K25 universe mode going on the channel potentially. I got to set up that whole idea, but I'm really excited and I'd like to really get back into this whole YouTube thing. And hey, maybe I'll even bring back the Madden 21 and the NHL 21 series that nobody watched. But I like to finish things, and I'm definitely not abandoning this series at all. So I'm apologizing for the break of a few days, but we're back. And as you can see, we've got a general manager for Universe, the third brand. I'm using the Superstars logo just because I didn't really have anything else. It doesn't matter too much to me. But yeah, we're holding this show. It's January 8th, 2025 here on the save. We're in Bram Lodge Coliseum. I hope I'm saying that right. But yeah, Vince McMahon comes out. He welcomes everybody to the Universe brand. He explains how he won a case ruling that he still has some control of WWE, and he may not be able to book Raw or Smackdown, but he's definitely going to be a part of the WWE Universe again. So he's making his own third brand, WWE Universe. And this brand is meant for superstars cast out by the same corporation that cast him out, TKO and Endeavor. Actually, I'm not sure if it's TKO or Endeavor, but you know what I mean. And also, he'd like to call up some of his favorite people from NXT that are just kind of rotten down there and give them a shot, see if they can make it on the big stage. He announces that every single belt for this brand will be contested for on tonight's show. So enjoy the ride. And Vince debuts his Mr. McMahon gimmick. It gets great. We get a 71, off to a hot start. So a penalty to charisma and a small penalty to star quality. All right, well, that's fine. Amazing heel, 71. All right, there we go. And to start off, Vince brings out the Great Khali. If y'all remember the Great Khali, he says he's starting the show off with an open challenge to face an old WWE legend. Anybody in the locker room that wants to come out and face the Great Khali, step on out. Out come Ashanti, the Adonis, and Cedric Alexander. Cedric says that he would love any opportunity he sees, but he thinks that this would be a great matchup for Ashanti, the Adonis. And this gets a 62, 64 at the beginning, 48. Great Khali debuts his giant gimmick. It's adequate, which is fine. Vince McMahon has a new catchphrase, which is interesting. I don't know what it would be. I'll have to think of something. And he obviously benefited from that in the hot part 2. So we've got a gimmick change here. The Great Khali. He is not great charismatic. A bonus when to look dominant. We will not be using him as a comedy gimmick, that's for sure. We also have Ashanti's new gimmick. He is a face. His current gimmick is poor, it's cocky. We are going to make him a ladies' man. And that gets great. Awesome. So he's very marketable. Awesome. Losses damage his pop, and then he can be penalized for being used in lengthy angles. So we got to use him short and sweet. Cedric Alexander, we're also changing from fan favorite, which is awesome, which is awful. The fans do not see him as a favorite. So we're going to make him a hustler. As you can see, he loves any opportunity he sees, and that gets very good. So he loses some charisma there, but very good. I'm very happy about that, and that'll obviously show in the match between Ashanti Adonis and the Great Khali, which is up next. It gets a 36, which is not great because the Great Khali is very old. His body is terrible. Jimmy Corderas. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what you were doing. Just a staff member. I think you might have been the road agent. Let's actually check. Road. Yeah. No, he's the referee. Okay, so he's awful gimmick as a referee. Oh well. Let's see what these penalties are. Great Khali, yeah. Physical condition, poor basics in selling, inconsistency. Shanti Adonis, inexperience. Same with the commentary. So 36. I mean, it's not good. But Ashanti Adonis, this is just to get him some more pop, obviously. We're going to be using the Great Khali to put people over, hopefully. That's the goal here. And backstage, we've got an interview between Mackenzie Mitchell and Tegan Knox, where she is talking about how excited she is to get another opportunity. Suddenly, Eva Marie attacks Tegan Knox. Andre Chase breaks it up and tells him to go blow off some steam out in the ring. So we get a 41 there, which is fine. Mackenzie Mitchell's interviewer gimmick is great. Tegan Knox, human tie-dye. I just gave her that just because of her hair. I don't know. If you guys can think of anything else. This got a very good, so I might keep it. Eva Marie's all red everything gets great. And yeah, great. Mackenzie Mitchell, realistic, great. Tegan Knox, microphone skill, awesome. Wins and losses have a greater impact on popularity changes than normal. It's very good, awesome. So we'll get into that match next, which gets a 42. All right, I'll take that. Little heat and embarrassing wrestling. Tegan Knox defeats Eva Marie in 11 minutes and 28 seconds with a Vulture Culture Destroyer. A 43 for Tegan Knox, a 35 for Eva Marie. Mike Chioda is the referee here. He also gets awful. But yeah, he was good as a referee, so that's fine. A 42, you know what? I'll take it. And here we go. Stephanie McMahon comes out and announces the first championship that will be fought for tonight is the WWF Women's Tag Team Championship. This gets a 75. Stephanie McMahon debuts her corporate suit gimmick, which is great. And yeah, great, awesome. Very happy about that. A 75, we love to see it. And who will be fighting for this WWF Women's Tag Team Championship? It is the Bella Twins and a new tag team I brought in, which, ooh, we've got an injury down here. It's Isabella Nova, aka Sexy Star, and then Miranda Salinas, who is, what is her? Miranda Elise, I think, is her indie name. So we brought them in. I think Miranda Salinas was her actual name in WWE, and then I just gave Isabella Nova, which is because Nova is Spanish for star, I believe. It has to do with star names. I was just thinking of female star names that someone like that could have as a WWE ring name. I think it kind of works. Let me know what you guys think of those names. But this gets a 36, which they are not interested. Let's see why. Let's first off, foreign referee, because he's French, adequate. Brie Bella, Brie mode is poor. All right, that's not good. Bella Nova, sexy star, adequate. That's fine. Very marketable. And then star quality, the Lucha Baddie, and then Nikki Bella, great, awesome, also marketable. Small boost to psychology during matches. So a 54 for Nikki Bella, 44 for Brie Bella, 40 for Miranda Salinas, 43 for Isabella Nova. Tag team specialist bonus. Let's see. I'm assuming it's because they're both heels. Yeah. All right. Injury. Odd face heel combination. I guess that makes sense. I mean, yeah. The Bella Twins win the WWF Women's Tag Team titles. Nikki Bella carried. And yeah, we'll have to have them face off against some men. The crowd is disinterested. And yeah, we'll have to see how that works out. It's not great. We do need some more women's tag teams. I do have another coming in, but she hasn't signed yet, so we had to wait, and we just kind of had to throw Lucha Beauty in there. Next up, we have a Steve Austin, Stone Cold, coming out to announce that the next match will be the ECW World Tag Titles, and he reintroduces to the WWE Universe Gable Steveson, formerly Damon Kemp, now Bobby Steveson, formerly the fake Sin Cara, now known as Incognito, and Kalisto. So the Stevenson brothers and Lucha Dragons will be next. Let's see how the gimmicks work. So Bobby Stevenson, great, awesome. Gable Stevenson, very good, awesome. This is just some realistic and legitimate athlete, Olympic athlete. I mean, it's the Stevensons. They're both very athletic. Incognito, classic technico, poor. That's not great. Kalisto, very marketable. Also poor. Oh, that's not great. Steve Austin, yeah, I mean, he's great. I am going to... The crowd is disinterested. So I will be right back and see if I can adjust or what I can do for the rest of the show. I'll be right back. Alright, and we're back, and I have not changed this match at all. Terrible wrestling, non-existent, crowd heat. Stevenson brothers defeat Lucha Dragons in 9:40 when Gable Stevenson pins Incognito, and the Stevenson brothers win the ECW World Tag Team titles. So Kalisto gets a 51, Incognito 37, Bobby Stevenson 42, Gable 39. It gets a 44, which isn't terrible. We got another referee gimmick. And yeah, let's see. Disinterested crowd. I mean, yeah, we'll work on that next. I did change a little bit after this. 44 is not the end of the world. I'll take it, honestly. And next up, we've got Selena Sparks with a 54, Skylar Story with a 62. This was just an eye candy match. Yeah, and yeah, they didn't like it at all, but that's fine. I just needed to get a match in there. Crazy, very good. Alicia Fox is the manager of Selena Sparks, who is Celestia Sparks. And then Skylar Story used to be in the WWE, if I believe. It's also Brandy Lauren. Yeah, very good for Selena Sparks. Let's see. Yeah, very good. And red carpet, just because of her red hair. And then we'll make her like a model type gimmick here. I mean, yeah, it's an eye candy match. 32. The disinterested crowd. Unimportant. I mean, yeah, this all makes sense. I'm sure this will be better. I mean, we got to just get them up. The wrestling would actually be very good for two uninteresting wrestlers, but we'll have to build up their pop, and we'll see how that goes. Next up, cold and losing interest. Lacey Evans comes out and announces that she won an auction to bring the $1 Million Championship back to the WWE Universe. She says that because of her great financial effort, she feels entitled to the championship. So she doesn't even want to fight for it. And Aaliyah comes out and says that, hey, Vince said at the beginning of the show, every championship will be fought for tonight. So they're going to have a match for that $1 Million Championship right now. This gets a 43. That's fine. Aaliyah, beautiful chaos, kind of an offbeat, unstable gimmick. She is a face. So it gets great. That's awesome. Lacey Evans, Southern Belle, her usual gimmick, also great. 43. Yeah, of course, the disinterested crowd. But let's see if we can lift them up here. Warming up. Awesome. Perfect. So the match isn't great. Aaliyah 31, Lacey Evans 41. It was a little long. Working on lifting the crowd, help bring the audience back on our side. Aaliyah's getting better at her gimmick. Awesome. It gets a 31. Not great, but not terrible. Limited psychology. Lacey Evans wins the $1 Million title after a submission with an armbar. And next up, we've got Mark Henry comes out to announce that the WWE European Championship will be won by either Von Wagner or Elias. So that's next up, the WWE European Championship. But hold up, Mr. Stone, remember him from NXT? He interrupts, saying that he has a client, Zion Quinn, and when he wrote out Zion Quinn's contract for the Universe brand, it specifically stated that it guaranteed a shot at the title in his first show. Well, Zion Quinn is in the building tonight, and because of that contract clause, he needs to be in the match. It's a 49. Mark Henry comes out to announce it. We're just getting some of our road agents to get their gimmicks out of the way. So I did hire Steve Austin as a road agent, Mark Henry as a road agent. And that should hopefully help out with some of the matches scores. World's Strongest Man, great, awesome. Zan Quinn, Storm of Samoa is his new gimmick. It's adequate. Okay, that's fine. It's a 49. I'll take that. I will take that. And that match gets a 46, and the crowd is simmering. Terrible wrestling, non-existent crowd heat. Von Wagner defeats Zion Quinn and Elias in 10 minutes when Von Wagner pins Zion Quinn with a double underhook brainbuster, and he wins the European title. Elias was head and shoulders above everyone else with a 53. Zion Quinn was not great. Let's see. So Elias, very good. The Drifter. Von Wagner, poor. Bavarian Behemoth. All right. Well, that's fine. 46. I'll take it. I mean, Mr. Stone's doing good. Let's see. The crowd isn't completely against us yet. Let's see what's next. Oh, here we go. Hot and rising. We finally got the crowd back on our side. Shane McMahon announces the contenders for the WWE Divas Championship, which is the main women's championship here on this brand, and the ECW World Heavyweight Championship. So, of course, for the women, we've got Mickie James, Ronda Rousey, and Trish Stratus. For the men, we've got Brock Lesnar is back, Jinder Mahal, Luke Gallows, and Zack Ryder. Some of you may remember him, of course, Matt Cardona on the Indies now. Yeah, Luke Gallows from the Good Brothers, we found them a spot here. And yeah, he adequate Daredevil. And it gets a 61, and the crowd is hot again, which is great. I'm very happy about that. So I think, do we have the women's match next? We do. Gets a 56, hot crowd. 55 for Trish Stratus, 48 for Mickie James, a 56 for Ronda Rousey. Let's see all the gimmick. All right, well, anyways, Trish Stratus defeats Mickie James and Ronda Rousey in 14 minutes when Trish Stratus pins Mickie James after using a foreign object. During the match, we also had Kelly run in and attack Ronda Rousey. But Trish Stratus wins the Divas title. Bit of a heelish way. I didn't intend for the foreign object to be in there. I just wanted Kelly to attack Ronda Rousey because she would have been upset if she didn't win this match. And Trish Stratus is a legendary diva gimmick, so we have to give her the Divas title. Ronda Rousey is in extremely poor form and was off her game, so I'm very glad that we didn't give it to her. 56 for Ronda Rousey, 55 for Trish Stratus, 48 for Mickie James. Very good for Kelly. Bombshell gimmick. Mickie James, country girl gimmick, great. Ronda Rousey, rowdy, great. Very marketable. Menace during angles. And then Trish Stratus, legendary diva, great. Psychology boost, awesome. 56, I'll take it. The crowd is back on our side, finally. I mean, I know it's a very top-heavy brand so far, and I definitely have a lot to work on. And trying to get some pop to some of these unknown wrestlers. And next up, Brock Lesnar comes out with Vince. Vince tells everybody how he can't wait for Brock to get back in the ring. But Zack Ryder interrupts, says, he's disappointed that Vince would bring a guy like Brock back into the WWE. But it is Vince's show, so I'll play by his rules. Zack says that he'll do anything in his power to keep that championship away from Brock. And that match is coming up next. This gets a 73. Awesome. We get some gimmick changes. Brock Lesnar, poor the Beast. All right. Well, Zack Ryder, great. Broski, awesome. 73, we'll take it. Next up, I think we have the main event, the Fatal 4-Way. Oh no, we don't. Backstage, we see Triple H, who's upset at Stephanie for letting Vince back into the company. Even though nobody really had a choice, Vince forced his way back in. Somebody says that it'll be okay because it isn't just Vince who's a general manager. She is also one of the general managers. So Stephanie McMahon, behind the scenes, will be maybe keeping Vince in line. This gets a 66. They both come across well and improvise well. Awesome. We do need these higher ratings because the show's had a bit of a rough going so far. And there we go. Main event gets a 57. I will take that. And about that has a decent reaction from the crowd. So Pro Wrestling. Brock Lesnar defeats Zack Ryder's Luke Gallows and Jinder Mahal in 13 minutes when Brock Lesnar submits Luke Gallows with a Kimura lock. designed so that the wrestlers could go out and try and steal the show. And Brock Lesnar wins the ECW World Heavyweight title. And Brock Lesnar was head and shoulders above everybody else, getting a 67. Luke Gallows with a 50. Zack Ryder with a 57. Awesome. Jinder Mahal with a 42. And Luke Gallows sustains a broken nose. Oh, well, at least Carl Anderson is also injured. So Luke Gallows is, I guess, can join him back in the injury wing. And we got some gimmick changes. The bunny, for those of you that watch AEW, or she was also known as Allie. I just added Allie Prince as a ring name. And adequate prima donna gimmick. That's fine. Jinder Mahal gets great. This is just his normal gimmick. And then, yeah, just those two. Awesome. So that's the show. Let's see how Luke Gallows' broken nose. Gets a 56, lost his popularity in 49 regions, which is not good. Obviously, I don't really care too much about the show's ratings. If you guys enjoyed the show, let me know. If you got any ideas, I did change the product. I saw a comment. I changed it to 3-ring circus from whatever it was before. I forget. Classic Sports Entertainment, I believe. So I did change that. So maybe that helps the ratings a little bit. And yeah, this was going to be a rough show, just introducing everybody and getting gimmicks out. Introducing everybody, seeing how the pop goes. 56. I mean, let's see some of the injuries. Thankfully, Luke Gallows is only out for 7 days, only 18 days for Isabella Nova, and they can be worked through. But I probably won't be using them. Just let them rest. And yeah, of course, this was not everybody on this brand. We do have some more people coming. We got $4 million in profit there. Oh yeah, they did not like that at all. So yeah, if you enjoyed the show, let me know. Leave a like if you did. If you didn't, leave some comments, some suggestions. I'm always up to change some things around. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode for Friday Night Smackdown.